All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Arachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, tell us his truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, and to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the shell of us first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son. The Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he come and deliver us of this captivity that we're in. My name is Maka Allah Ben Gab Ben Yasser Allah, the Church of Philadelphia, camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, come back at you with another one. And as the title says, basically, don't get caught up in these ICE protests, man. You know, because these things are happening because it's all prophecy. All right. And all they doing, you got paid, what is they? You got paid, you got actually actors, man. Paid actors to go out there, act like they protesting and doing everything to get the dummies to follow behind them. Basically like the blind leading the blind, man. All right. But I'm gonna play this clip that I got lined up. Then I got some scriptures lined up. I'll probably play it at the beginning of the video and the end, Lord's willing. See how the spirit goes. But yeah, man, we in them times, man, and things are riling up. It's time to be, well, you're supposed to always been circumspect. If you haven't, well, get more circumspect. All right, about your surroundings, everything going on around you. Stay in the spirit, man. All right. Stay in the spirit. Because the days are evil, man. All right, and they've been growing upon the earth, which we've been warning you about, and everything has a season. All right, it's like a seed being planted. When the seed is planted, it has to come to its fruition, to its fruit, full growth to be able to nurture or whatever it's going to do. All right, and this seed right here is hey man, it's wartime, man. All right, so like I said, they're going to do a whole lot of you're gonna see a whole lot of chaos going on, man. All right, well, hold on, I'm trying to get this video real quick, so just bear with me, because that's the narrative right now. All right, because you know it's order out of chaos, basically. You know, so they got everything. They got their actors set up to set it off, so that people could act crazy, civil unrest, which is all in the scriptures. All right, but hold on, let's find this video. I'm rambling a little bit, so just bear with me. All right, here it goes, right here. This is the video I want to play. I got some scriptures lined up. But don't fall for this bull madness, man, because you're going to see camps, the ones that is this the time of exposure for them. You're going to see them go out there trying to protest with the people and all this madness. But here we go. Hold on. All right, just bear with me. On this phone.
Just like with George Floyd. We not get what? We gonna tear this motherfucker up. That's what the fuck has to happen. Does anybody know why we're given the Second Amendment right? Google it. It's to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. That's true. The police are supposed to be on our side, fighting, pointing their guns at the fucking government. It's the facts. It's not for honey. It's not for self-defense. It's to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. It don't get no worse than this. It don't. Yep. What the fuck? I know that's right. What the fuck? I have a little baby. I have a little fucking baby, man. And it's like I had to adopt her to protect her from this shit. You put a baby to my gun's head. You put a gun to my baby's head. I'm gonna hurt somebody. That's what they're doing to us. I'm not Hispanic. I'm black. I used to be sitting home, smoking my weed, enjoying my money.
See, look at this shit.
But I'll die about this shit. I don't have no quality of life left. If you think you do, you're fucking nuts.
You see that?
We don't have no quality of life left. My wife is a documented. She has her work permit. It's legit. She won't go to work because they'll take her still. They're taking people that have documents. They're taking kids. They're doing all, you guys, this is where the world ends. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. They go snatch the president of Venezuela, but our fucking president is a sex offender. Why are we not in the White House dragging him out by his fucking collar? That's where we gotta go, you guys, the White House. This is only gonna go so far. This is bullshit. This is bullshit, you guys. This is bullshit. You can just abort a baby. Just like with George Floyd.
Okay. Now you heard what he was saying, right? That's why the scriptures tell you too. It's a lot going on in that video, man. But let's address this one issue he said. That's why the scriptures tell you, in Matthew, I believe the 24th chapter, Yahweh Shah mentioned, he said, woe to them that give suck in those days. And he mentioned that he had a child he adopted or whatever. But even in the women that's getting pregnant, now you're going to have some women that's going to make it pregnant because it tells them what first was that 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, that the women are making through childbearing if they continue with holiness, sobriety, and all that, So, but he said, and his whole narrative is just go out there and act stupid, so you could die, man, because he probably don't got nothing to live for. All right, but through the spirit, you got to understand that you're going to have people that do this in this times, man. All right, so you got to be, like I said, be circumspect. And that's why it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. But anyway, let's hop right in the scriptures. That's one of the scriptures that I have pulled up. So the first one we're going to go to is Exodus, because that dude, he's trying to incite riots, basically, insurrection, which that it mentions that in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, which Lord's will now grab that. But hold on, let's I said Exodus. Hold on. Let me get it in NLT as well. This is Exodus 23. And 2. Exodus 23 and 2. Forgive me, I just did a 16-hour shift, man, so I'm a little tired. So bear with me, Baba Kushah. Here we go. So this is Exodus chapter 23. And we're going to start at verse 1. It says, thou shalt not raise a false report, put not thy hand with the wicked to be unrighteous witnesses. All right, so he said, don't put your hand with the wicked to be unrighteous witnesses. What the man is saying, he's saying a lot of truth with as far as the amendments and all that stuff, but that's just to draw the people out, that for them to go out here and get themselves killed, man. If anything, your ass should be sitting home, watching the show, because that's all it is. This is prophecy unveiling in front of your face, man. All right, so verse 2, it says, thou shalt not follow, and this is the point right here. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. You see that? Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to go to wrest judgment. All right, so hold on. Let me get this in the NLT. That's what you're trying to do. You follow after him, you following after a multitude to do evil, because that's all they're going to do is get themselves hurt real bad, man. All right. Scriptures tell you, I got a whole bunch of, scriptures lined up to back of what I'm saying, because you're not supposed to go, all right, and do stuff like this. What that man was saying in that video, like I said, I played at the beginning, I'm played at the end before. So just in case the people, that hopped on to this here. But it says Exodus 23, and let's start at verse 1 again. And this is in the NLT this time. It says, you must not pass along false rumors. And what he said, we don't got nothing to live for. Yes, you do, man. Or if you're a prophet, you living for who? Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaRachak. That man on there don't got nothing to live for. And what he say? He said, I'm not such and such. He said, I'm black. So what you think they're doing, man? All right. They trying to come for you Israelites. That's basically, that's what it's boiling down to, man. That's why I said, don't get yourself caught up in those protests and all that crap, because the end result is not going to look good for you. Look at that woman that she perished, man. Or if that was even the case, because like I said, they always making up stuff, and these are the times when they really going to pull the wool over a lot of people's eyes. That's why you got to stay circumspect, man, and stay in the spirit. All right, because it's a lot of deception and everything coming in these times, man. All right. So going back to Exodus 23 and 1 in the NLT, it says, you must not pass along false rumors. You must not cooperate with evil people by lying on the witnesses' stand. A lot of people going to lie on the men of the Lord. That's why this stuff is happening. It says you must not follow the crowd and doing wrong. When you are called to testify in a dispute, do not be swayed by the crowd to twist justice. All right. And that's what my man was doing up there. Oh, we got to do this. And this. Okay, well, you go out there and do that. Because then you're going against the Lord, because the Lord set up all these things. First and foremost, all right? This is his show. I'll prove it to you, all right? This is how you know. You're supposed to be cool, calm, and collective, actually rejoicing, praising the Lord, and praying for our mercy, man. Because it's about to get wicked out here, man. What's that song? Shit gets wicked. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to be doing all that. It's about to get wicked, man. All right. So this is Isaiah chapter 33. And matter of fact, 33 and 6. I'm gonna start at 6, but I'm gonna read it in NLT first. Yeah, I'm gonna read it in NLT, man. Why not? Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, in that day, he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua will be your treasure. And this is going into what it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So that's why you've been learning. We learned from our apostles, from the and elders and bishops from Great Millstone, man. All right. But this word has to resonate with you 100% if you're a part of the elect, man. All right. It ain't no wavering. It ain't no none of that. So it tells you in the scriptures, many are called, few are chosen. Like I said, you're going to have certain Israelite groups that know that they're Israelite, can't trying to go out there and protest like the same way they did with Palestine. That's how you know them niggas took that bag, man. You ain't supposed to be going out there right now. All right, now is the time to be withdrawing yourself. All right, because the Lord about to pull the men off the streets because it's getting wicked, man. The days are evil, and he's making good on what he said he was going to do, his promise. All right, so just keep paying attention. All right, so this is back in Isaiah 33 and 6 in the NLT once again. It says, in that day he will be your sure foundation. See that? Your sure foundation. Who is that? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harachaha Kodash. All right, it says, in that day he will be a sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will be your treasure. But now your brave warriors weep in public. You see that? It says, but now your brave warriors weep in public. That's what they doing. They was crying. Yo, watch this. It says, your ambassadors of peace cry in bitter disappointment. Your roads are deserted. No one travels them anymore. The Assyrians have broken their peace treaty and care nothing for the promises that made before witnesses, that they made, Salaka, that they made before witnesses. They have no respect for anyone. That's going, man. Slide, that's going into, Babylon. But the Assyrians is another word for that as well. For this America right here. But hey man, because you seeing all this, like what they do, they broke the treaties, they just ran down on Venezuela, right? Now they targeting I think it's Greenland, they said, and it's a couple other places that they got a list or whatever that they put out. You can look it up for yourself. But hey man, but why would you want to stand behind something like that, man? All right, when our kingdom is coming, and that's what you got to wait for. You got to wait for your kingdom. Wait on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Ba'ashem Harachaha Kodash. Check this out, because these things are going to happen. You know it. So when all these people start getting everything the spirit world did, and all that, hey, guess what? They was warned, man. So you can't be getting all tripped up over that. And like that dude on that video getting emotional. Yeah, look about George Floyd and come on, man. You got to understand the narrative, what they're doing, man. They're trying to get Jake riled up. It's going to say, who will rouse him up, man? Who's going to rouse Jake up? And that's all they're trying to do because they know about the prophecies, man. Trust me. Them Edomites know about the prophecies. That's why things are rolling real fast now. All right, so Slakia, I didn't mean to ramble. But God, going back, all right, so we're going to go into the KJV. Back in Isaiah chapter 33 and 6. It says, in wisdom and knowledge, matter of fact, let's start at verse 5. It says, Yahweh is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. And that's why we're telling you now, man, don't go out there and don't even try to camp around nowhere. Like if you got a camp that's close to these protests, you better pick another spot, man. Seriously, because I'm telling you, they're all they're doing right now is just they're targeting us for real. The men of the Lord's want to be a part of that number. But that's what they're trying to do so they can try to get us off the streets ASAP. Salakia. Verse 6, back in Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. All right, you see that? It says, and wisdom and knowledge. So if you understand the prophecies and you know that this has to happen, you ain't going to bug out like these people. You ain't going to trip. You ain't going to be like, let's make this place great again. Just save this place and all that. Because people is losing their fucking minds right now, man. All you got to do is sit back and be like, look at the scripture. Look at the scriptures. Look at them. Hey, man, they ain't listening when they've been warned. All right. Verse 7. All right. It says, before the valiant ones, back in Isaiah 33 and 7, it says, before the valiant ones shall cry without. And that's what that dude was doing. Crying out, oh, we got it. And the police are supposed to be pointing their guns at them and the government. I'm telling you, he's trying to cause insurrection, man. All right, but it says that. It says there shall be sedition among men. They're going to raid each other's homes, not bearing them for lack of goods. All right. When America did that on a high level, man, look at them. They ran to Venezuela and snatched the oil, man. That's crazy. Then they just did something with Russia. I think it was like they took a tanker, something crazy. I don't want to get it wrong. I just heard about it, so I got to look it up some more. Look into it, but yeah, it's going down right now. So don't get caught up in all the madness. If you want to get caught up in anything, get caught up in this truth even more. All right, pray harder, man. All right. Verse 7 again, Isaiah 33 and 7 says, behold, their valiant ones shall cry. Without, the ambassadors of peace shall weep bitterly. Hey, man, it's all prophecy fulfillment, man, which is sin. It says the highways lie waste. The wayfaring man ceaseth. He hath broken the covenant. He hath despised the cities. He regardeth no man. So look what Trump's doing now. He ain't regarding none of these people's land and none of that. But that's Esau's characteristics, though. All right, so let's go ahead to Amos chapter 3. We're going to go to verse 6. All right. And we've been telling you, that's why, like I said, that's why you're seeing these things happening. This is Amos 3 and 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh have not done it? And that's the point right there. Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh have not done it? Meaning all these things happen, and the Lord is doing it. So if you want to get caught up in that judgment, then, hey, that was your lot. All right? But a righteous, wise man, you hide yourself when the evil comes. That's what a prudent man does. He hides himself from evil. All right? But you got people like they're running the missions, like I said, what we said. And that's an actual law in Exodus. It's because it says thou shalt not run go with a multitude to do evil. That's a commandment, man. It's a statute. That's a law, man. All right. You understand that, you don't want to break the law because there's consequences for that. And these are the words of the Lord, yo. All right. So this is Amos chapter 3, verse 6 again. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and Yahweh have not done it? Surely Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So the prophets know what's going on. All right. And the ones that listen to the prophets, they know very well what's going on. Just like Apostle Paul said when he wrote in his letters, he said he has he said he don't have to warn you of the times coming because you know very well. You know, he's giving you encouragement to endure in these times that's coming up because we here, man. We're here, whether you like it or not. We are here. All right. And things about to get real because last year, 2025, what happened? They was pushing the pen heavy to put things in order, get their ducks in a row, so to speak. Now that it is, so all they gotta do is implement it. All right. The seed's been planted, now it's been watered, now they implement it's growing. All right. So this is Psalms. Let's go to Psalms chapter 27 and 14. All right, you gotta wait on the Lord, man. All right. Damn. Straight to the point. All right. That's what I'm saying. Don't go out there and do nothing stupid. Psalms 27 and 14, it says, wait on Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. No, because listen, you got to wait on him. It says strengthen your heart. What's your heart? Your mind, your lab in the Hebrew. All right. You got to wait on, because Joe, like I said, these people are starting to bug out, but you've been warned that these things are going to happen. People going to start tripping, acting crazy, you know? Because, matter of fact, just last year with that whole EBT thing. So now look at this, what they think that woman got killed or whatever. If she did or not, who knows, man? Because I don't trust nothing that they play on these CNNs and all that. All right? Because they full of BS, man. SHIT. All right, but so you got to, like I said, be circumspect, man. So check this out. Psalms 27 in the NLT in the verse 14. It says, wait patiently for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. So can't be going out there acting stupid, man. So let's go ahead to Isaiah 40 and 31. Yo, and this is one of my favorite ones. This is the one I got on my wrist. I wear it every single day. It was given to me by somebody. So it's special to me. But this is the scripture that's on it. It's Isaiah 40 and 31. I'm going to read this in the NLT. It says, but those who trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and go and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. So you got to have that faith to wait on the Lord for that. Because these people, what he's calling for people, to go grab their guns or whatever and go out there and do some crazy shit. Like I said, man, that's Esau's blessing. You got to wait on the Lord to give you your blessing. Our blessing is the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. That's Yahweh Shah's blessing. It was given to him first and foremost from Yahweh. All right. And his kingdom is a world without end. And you heard the man saying on that video, oh, this world's about to be over. It's about to end. So that's the mindset that people in. But you have the mindset to know that that this world is about to end, but it's another one that's rising, man. All right. But you gotta have that, you have to have that insight, that vision what the Lord gives you, man. You know? Gotta believe, man. Gotta believe. All right. So this is Psalms 37:34. All about waiting on the Lord. All right. Not going out there running the mischief. All right. It's Psalms 37:34. So I can. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 34 in the NLT, and it reads, put your hope in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua travel steady along his path. He will honor you by giving you the land. You see that? Check it. He will honor you by giving you the land. You will see the wicked destroyed. You see, God damn. Let's read that again. Psalms 37 and 34. It says, put your hope in Yahweh. What's that man? Basically, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Ba'Shem Chakodash was that man that was on the video, like I saw him play it again. He had no faith in Yahweh. And he said, he said, I'm black. Basically saying he's an Israelite, but you know, that's what Jake do, the 2/3 or of our people, or the ones that's in the Gentile state of mind. They act like that. All right. But the Lord says he's going to give you a land with these people fighting over resources, land, things like that. But look what the scriptures say, right? That's why you don't follow after this dude. So, oh, everything's over. It's not, or it's over for them. It's the beginning for who? The world to come, man. Hey, Shalom, Mike. Yabashim Yoshai, Bashim Kakwadash. Brakatah, yo, Kana's right, brother. Bong. They better not get caught in that laser. God, my brother Shapar, my brother right there. Yeah, back in Psalms 37 and 34, it says, put your hope, and this is the NLT. It says, put your hope in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Travel steady along his path. He will honor you by giving you the land. All right. And with that, like I said, they're fighting for resources, land, oil, all that. But the Lord is going to give what? His people the land, man. By what? Trusting in him, waiting on him, not going out there rioting, protesting. We've been protesting for long, man. The men on the corners, man, that's protesting right there, man. They're trying to get us out of there. They're trying to cut your freedom of speech and all that, man. So, yeah, famine of the word is definitely coming. You know, that's why our brother's going super hard right now, man. And see videos pop up. They've been popping up, but there's a lot more now, man. All right. It says, he will honor you by giving you the land. You will see the wicked destroyed. That's what we want to see. And we're witnessing it right now, man. We're seeing the downfall of our enemy, the beginning of it. It's the start of the ending, man. All right. It's the start. Like, what's that song from Mobb Deep? It's the start of the mother effing ending. All right. So this is Psalms 130 and 5. All right. I'm going to read this in the NLT as well. All right. That NLT, bad, it hit different. All right. So Psalms chapter 130 and 5, which reads, I am counting on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yes, I am counting on him. I have put my hope in his word. All right. And you put your hope in his word. How can you go wrong? Because he's a man that he cannot lie. He said he's going to destroy this place. He said vengeance is his. Well, you just better believe that, man. All right. And stay in your lot. It's about that time where the Lord, you should have been under his feathers. He put you under his feathers, man. Protects you. Okay? But soon that protection, that has a protection on his, man, listen, the Lord is about to get busy, man. You know, you just heard about that, what's that? The chariot that they're tracking. You know, they're getting heavier and heavier on that Space Force because they know Yahushua is coming back, man. They're going to tell you he not. All right? And they're going to try to, hey, man, this devil is abandoning ship and he's trying to take everybody with him, man, because he know this ship is sinking. All right? That's what I'm saying. Don't go out there. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, man. All right? I'm going to read this again. Psalms 130 and 5. I am counting on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yes, I am counting on him. I have put my hope in his word. I long for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua more than centuries long. For the dawn, yes, more than centuries long for the dawn. O Israel, hope in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. For with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, this is unfailing love. His redemption overflows. See that? His redemption overflows. He himself will redeem Israel every kind of sin. Yo, that's crazy. You see that? And that's with these people, they don't got that trust and hope in it. So they gonna tell you, oh, we don't got enough in this. You gotta trust in the Lord, man, because hey, we towards the end. Damn near there, man. We got the bitter end. So it's gonna be a lot to come at you, demons trying to make you doubt, trying to snatch you out the faith, and they gonna come, and some of you invite in your own self, As I say, you gotta be circumspect, man, because the Lord, man, this the time of judgment, man. Separation. All right. Separate yourself from this world even more, man. All right. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 19. All right, I'm reading this in the NLT. My man Paul. And see, and this is how you know that man in that video, which I'm gonna play again, was talking out his ass, man. They're trying to get you to come down and they want you to come down and die willingly. Just the same way them people took that jump shot and that juice and the yakada in their system. They did it willingly, and a lot of them, they in the spirit world right now. So they're telling you the same deal, but it's like, yeah, come down here. Let's protesting it, man. You out your goddamn mind, man. You go ahead, buddy. I'll be watching you on the news, man. Doing videos, studying more. All right. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 19. In the NLT, it says, "Dear friends, never take revenge. Leave that to the righteous anger of the Most High. For the scriptures say, I will take revenge. I will pay them back, says Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua." So we ain't supposed to be going out there fighting against these damn the government and all that. How we do it says that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. A righteous man has a fiery spirit, and that words that he speaks is burning this place down. That's why you see this. That's why you see everything starting to happen, because of the words, man. The words. That's more important than these weapons that they have, because the weapons formed against us ain't going to prosper anyway. If the Lord don't want it to, you got to have that faith in him. That unshakable faith, man. Matter of fact, when I was walking through the parking lot at the plant, I seen a license plate. It said "Fueled Faith," and I'm like, "Whoa, that's amazing!" Fueled faith. You got to be fueled by faith in these times coming up, man. Because if you're not fueled by faith, you're going to do something stupid. You're going to get yourself killed. All right. Trusting Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Rakakwadash with all your heart and lean out on your own understanding. All right. Verse 20, it says, back in Romans 12 and 20, in the NLT, it says, instead, if your enemies are hungry, matter of fact, no, that's it on that. Let's go into something else. Like I said, we're not going out here fighting these devils, man, physically. That's the Lord's job. All right, check it out. Let's go ahead. This is a good one too. 1 Thessalonians 1:6. This is a banger. All right, it's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. I believe. Is it 6? God. Because they have faith, man. But the headline of one, it says the faith of the Thessalonian believers. See that? And we just talking about having faith, man. All right. You gotta trust in the Lord. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Rakakwadash at these times. So this is all right, hold on. Let me see something. I'm tripping. Forgive me. It's 2 Thessalonians. I'm just in the 1 and 6. All right, forgive me. It says, it says, encourage during persecution. All right, now this encouragement during persecution, because this was coming, man. I just want to read. Matter of fact, let's start at verse. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to read this. All right, but the point basically is in 6, but I'm going to start at verse 3. All right, it says encouragement during persecution, because that's why they causing all these things. They want the civil unrest and all that, so the persecution time is about to be here, man. Anyway, it says 2 Thessalonians 1:3 in the NLT. It says, "Dear brothers and sisters, we can't help but thank the Most High for you, because your faith is flourishing and your love for one another is growing. We proudly tell the Most High other churches about your endurance and faithfulness and all the persecutions and hardships you are suffering. And the Most High will use this persecution to show his justice." You see that? The Lord is going to use the persecution to show his justice and to make you worthy of his kingdom for which you are suffering. All right, we're suffering for a kingdom, man. That's why you don't just go out there and die for this one. You're going to go out for this one, it better be you telling them, "No, I'm not taking that shit." And the Lord got to put the spirit on you. All right? That's why you got to have faith in him, trust in him. All right, it says, in his justice, he will pay back those who persecute you. All right, it says in his justice, he will pay back those who persecute you, man. So you don't go out there following these idiots, man. All right? Because it's happening. So now they like, yo, they want to furthermore try to dull the words of the prophets. But hey, man, the Lord got to put it in your ears for you to get it. All right, so this is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33 in the NLT. And I'm going to end it on this one. Lord's willing, this was edifying. Oh, Salak, I said I was going to play the video again. So forget, I'm going to play that again so you see what I was talking about for the people that didn't see it. All right, when the live comes up online, you can watch it again. This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. It says, "But when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, then they will know a prophet has been among them." Let's read that again. Ezekiel 33 and 33 in the NLT, because all these things happen. Now I'm going to play the video again. It says, "But when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, then they will know a prophet has been among them." All right. So Lord's willing, like I said, it's edifying. You got something out of it. I'm going to play the video again. All right. Always bear with me. And this would inspire this lesson. Because this guy is he's going to bring a lot of people with him to destruction. That's if you listen to him. But the Lord is your strength, all right? The Lord is your strength. So you got to call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Aracha HaKodash. All right, in these times. Here we go.
Just like with George Floyd. We not gonna, what? We gonna tear this motherfucker up. That's what the fuck has to happen. Does anybody know why we're given the Second Amendment right? Google
He's trying to justify shit.
It's to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. That's true. The police are supposed to be on our side, fighting, pointing their guns at the fucking government. It's the facts. It's not for hunting. It's not for self-defense. It's to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. It don't get no worse than this. It don't.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I know, sir.
What the fuck? I have a little baby. I have a little fucking baby, man. And it's like I had to adopt her to protect her from this shit. You put a baby in my gun's head. You put a gun in my baby's head. I'm gonna hurt somebody. That's what they're doing to us. I'm not Hispanic. I'm black. I used to be sitting home, smoking my weed, enjoying my money.
Yeah.
But I'll die about this shit.
You die
I
about
have no
that.
quality of life left. If you think you do, you're fucking nuts. We don't have no quality of life left. My wife is a documented. She has her work permit. It's legit. She won't go to work because they'll take her still. They're taking people that have documents. They're taking kids. They're doing all, you guys, this is where the world ends. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. They go snatch the president of Venezuela, but our fucking president is a sex offender. Yeah. Why are we not in the White House dragging him out by his fucking collar? That's where we gotta go, you guys, the White House. This is only gonna go so far. This is bullshit. This is bullshit, you guys. This is bullshit. You can just abort a baby. Just like with George
Yo,
Floyd.
that's Salaki. I got one more scripture because it just brought to my mind. He said, we got to go to the White House. We got to go to the White House. Yo, that's in 2nd Ezra, 15th chapter. Let me grab that real quick. Say insurrection, man. You know, we in those times, man. I forgot about that scripture. I'm glad, I'm glad I did play it again. You know, so just got, what's this, it's 2nd Ezra. Hold on. All right, hold on. 2nd Ezra. 15. 2nd Ezra 15. And hold on. I think it's around the 14th verse. Call line, y'all about to your side, about to dash, rock that, yo. All right, cunt. So this what he was saying in the end. All right, whatever. Forget about that. But anyway, he said, yo, we gotta take this to the White House. Why are we not in the White House? This is prophecy. Check this out. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, we're gonna start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Because what he said? He said, this is the end of the world. This is the end of the world. There's nothing else left. You know, check it out. It says, 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. It says, woe to them, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Check it out. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes. You heard what he said. Why are we not at the White House? And remember the first time Trump was in office, Nero, right? They ran down on what was that? The Capitol or something like that. Come on, man. So this is planned, man. It says, check it out. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. Call line Yahbashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakadash, man. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Arachakwadash, the wildness to the apostles, elders, and bishops of great millstone, Shalom to the elect. So the next lesson, I'm saying Mawafa Baba Ball, Kwab Yasharala. Shalom. Stay up.